Greg Powers, Dave Campbell's Texas football next level athlete, and I'm out here at Melissa High School with Nigel Smith, 2024 defensive lineman. Man, just kind of talk about the season that's been going down this year. You guys stepped up a classification, but it seems like you haven't taken your foot off the gas whatsoever. You guys are still out there dominating and competing every week.
We got off to a pretty rough start, kind of like we did last year, but just like we did last year, we got rid of those little things. We tweaked some things in our what we were doing, and with that, got back on a roll and are winning it finally.
Talk about the steps you made to progress as a player this season. What do you feel like you've worked on in the offseason, and how are you translating that onto the field?
With this new defense, I had to change up kind of how we were playing as a D-line, and so I had to work a lot more on rushing from a head-up four, which is a little tougher, and just working on not being able to get on a roll for pass rush because you're going to be rushing from a different place a lot of the time for that game, whether it be a 2, a 3, a 4, or a 5. I'm just got to work on not being able to be in a rhythm and just getting after it.
Student of the game, as y'all can see, he's already talking about the type of techniques he's playing. Still got 2 more years of high school ball left. Just talk about what you've done physically too. I mean, you've always been a pretty big dude, but right now I think that you look like you've been putting the work in the weight room, and I know that that's been something that your coaches here have emphasized, is to make sure that you guys are ready in the offseason to get ready for what you're going to do out there on the field on Friday nights.
We stay lifting. One of our biggest things throughout the season is you want to get stronger and not maintain that muscle you have. A lot during that off season, whether I was on a visit or not, I'm lifting in that hotel. I was going to my trainer. It was just a lot more than I had done in the past to put on that extra muscle to lean up and things like that.
Talk about just what it's like being a guy that has all this attention coming in. You have a lot of scholarship offers coming your way. You have to find some sort of balance or some sort of chemistry to make sure that you're taking care of team first, but then also you have to concentrate on some of talking to college coaches, going on visits. How do you find or strike that perfect balance when you're going through the process?
To me, it's really not that hard. I don't really focus too much because you're going to get a lot of texts, and college coaches understand that you're not going to be able to get to them right away, and neither will they. So we practice. I'll answer texts whenever I get a free chance, and whether it be I'm in a free class and I'm not doing anything, I'll just go through, answer texts, and then it's team first always. So with that, I'm not really too focused on offers. I've got kind of what I need, and with that, all I want to do is win a state championship.
When he says he's got what he needs, he's not lying. It's like, 30, 40 offers now, people who are really trying to come after you, kind of got coast to coast. Just encapsulate that in general. What's it like to have maybe your pick of school that you want to play for? I know that you're going to say it's a blessing, but really from the outside looking in, how lucky do you feel?
Oh, like you said, it really is a blessing. It's not very often that you get this many offers, and I understand that. I remember looking up to RJ when I was a young middle schooler, and he's playing at the high school. My dad was coaching him, and for him to have all that talent and get all that recruiting and all that, I just wanted to be that one day with football. And it's kind of like a dream come true, because I had always dreamed about having that much talent, being recruited like that, and right now I'm at that level to get recruited like that, and all it is a dream.
I don't want to ask you specifically about favorites. It's too early. You still got, a year and a half of high school ball left and a lot of recruiting process to go through. But what were some of those moments, some of those days when school X, Y, or Z stepped to you? What were some of those schools that this was like a life-changing moment? Now I know I've kind of like made it. Who were some of those programs, or what were some of those memories?
Definitely when I got that Ohio State offer early on, because you still look now, they really haven't offered a lot of those guys that are the top in the nation, or that are rated the top in the nation. They offer the guys that they think are the top of the nation, and it's not too many D-line wise. And definitely even my first offer, Notre Dame, for it to be that big of a school, I was like, I can actually do something with this. Like, all that hard work is starting to pay off, but I just got to keep working. And so definitely Bama, for Saban to call me and talk to me, and I mean, that shows you're doing something right if Bama's coming after you, and just OU and that legend, like that great defensive staff that Venables, Chavis, Bates, all of them coming from Clemson, winning and getting right down to OU, and I'm the first guy they go after for D-line.
That's pretty cool right there. A good story in and of itself. When it comes down to it, is there something that you feel like you have to have? Like me, myself, personally, I'm an In-N-Out guy now. I know I get a lot of hard times with the Whataburger thing here in Texas, but if I was, I mean, they're like little things that I would look for, like maybe on a campus, but I know that you're not going to get caught up on a small detail like that. It's going to be big picture things. What's something that you feel like you can't live without when it's decision time?
Definitely for it to be a family atmosphere. I don't want to go somewhere where it's just straight football, straight business, because I'm going to be spending 3 to 4 years there, and at that point it's going to be tiring. I want to go somewhere where it feels like a family, where I know these coaches are going to develop me, because at the end of the day, my plan is to make it to the next level outside of college, and I want to go somewhere where coaches are going to develop me to get to that point. And I really want to go to a place with life after football, a lot of connections, and just job fairs, things like that, to get me connected with other people, because football won't last forever, and I'll need that at some point to start making money outside of football.
You heard it from Nigel Smith, one of the top defensive linemen in the entire country here at Melissa High School. Man, thanks for the time. Good luck with the rest of your season. And, of course, good luck as you navigate through the recruiting process.
Yes, sir. Thank you.